right. Hello, everyone. So I am here to talk about something that, at least from a brief look at everyone here, we all enjoy and believe in, which is alcohol. Cheers to the bar and the establishment also who has hosted us. Not sure if anyone's listening. So, not sure how many people are familiar with the term blue laws, but that is what I am going to be talking about today. Also, thank you, Google, and whatever unknown artist created this beautiful piece of work. So, last week, for your historical fun fact, marked the 100th anniversary of the ratification of the 18th Amendment, aka fucking Prohibition. And one of my favorite top 10 Simpsons episodes of all time. So, my hypothesis, though, or belief is I don't think it ever really ended. And the reason that it never really ended is because of how the repeal was written. If it had only stopped at Section 1, the 18th Amendment is hereby repealed by the 21st Amendment, we would be able to not worry about the federalism issue of every state being able to decide whatever they fucking want, what we should be able to put into our bodies. What happened is, and this is the rub, Section 2 said, and I'm just reading it off, forgive me, just to be all like legalese about it, I'm not a lawyer. The transportation or importation in any state, territory, possession of the U.S. for delivery, use therein of intoxicating liquors, the important thing I highlighted, in violation of the laws thereof, which is just a fancy way of saying wine.com, Amazon, whatever, cannot ship something online to one state if it's illegal to do that. You cannot go between states if that state does not want that thing in that quantity with that label between one or the other. So that's what leads to a lot of the fun things I am about to show you later. So what is a blue law? Nothing really complicated, honestly. If you've ever heard the term cuss a blue streak or say a comedian is really blue, it's just some old unknown Puritan term referring to anything that regulates morality. Hence any law that, going back to teetotalers has to do with alcohol, it's called the blue law. Why do I give so much a shit about this? It actually is pretty family-oriented. All of my dad's side of this family is from Kentucky, aka the home of bourbon, mint juleps, and there's my family from 2 years ago in Louisville. So we definitely enjoyed several of a few of the products of the state. Also, my grandmother, she worked at, for my entire life, at Hilltop Wines and Liquors. Also counts Hillary and Bill Clinton as many of its proprietors. And my job, I work at Trader Joe's. Hit me up later for discounts. These are all of my actual shirts. So one of the things that you do learn working in a grocery store is how state by state, a lot of our locations cannot sell everything that we have. I know for a fact that unless any of you are from California, the West Coast, or maybe the Midwest, you actually do get TJ's vodka because we do fucking have it in the right states. And right here is what we don't have. This is all that Virginia allows us. Maryland fucking sucks. It actually doesn't let you have any fucking beer. So, without further ado, here are many of the states who really hate fun. Virginia, no speakeasies. 45% of your revenue, if you have a liquor license as a business, has to come from food or non-alcohol purchases, whatever. No public ads for happy hours. None of the sandwich boards can ever say something like $5 margaritas. They can only say stuff like happy hour or whatever. Also, no pitchers or mimosas of sangria or large mixed beverages until only about 10 years ago. This was lifted because God forbid someone not know how much alcohol is in their glass. That was actually the fucking reason they had this. Indiana, ban on selling beer above 4% if it's chilled. So sorry if you hate room temps, but in America we do drink cold beer, as I am right over there. Food is required to be ordered with any alcoholic beverage. This bar literally made a joke of this. It has a section on their menu called Indiana Statutory Compliance Restaurant Menu that sells such wonderful things as powdered milk, heated up soup, or coffee. No Santa Claus in any alcohol ads. I have no idea why this is a thing, but apparently elected legislators actually put this to law. So this is a very, very evil image according to the people of Indiana. Utah, this is my favorite thing. The Zion curtain, until 2 years ago, you literally had to have something blocking the evil, evil view of being able to mix a martini or anything else. Later, when this was repealed, all of the bartenders got to have a lot of fun literally smashing the wall down, which is just so fucking American. I love it. Also, only Near Beer. Near Beer is literally a type of beer that's only sold in now just Utah, as of last year, 3.2%, which is basically nothing, if you have my tolerance. Massachusetts, say what you want about Irish Catholics. There is no happy hour, no drinking games, and no out-of-state IDs in bars at all. They still get drunk, but how much fun can you really have with those kind of things? Also, I don't know about the other two, but Michael Dukakis, who was governor in the 80s, is the reason that Massachusetts, to this day, legally across the state, we do not have happy hours. By law! Tennessee, my favorite. Jack Daniels is not allowed to be sold, distributed, drank, possessed at all in Moore County with 6,000 residents in Tennessee. They have not changed this because not enough people vote, and also, hey, fine, there's other priorities, then I really need like 2 shots of Jack Daniels. One, okay. States who do like fun, this is harder to track down. Louisiana has drive-through daiquiris, people! Frozen daiquiris. And it is they do have open container laws. It is legal as long as the straw does not puncture the top. That is what makes it okay. You can buy a dozen frozen daiquiris, and it's all fine. And of course, New Orleans, public drinking as long as it is a plastic cup. Wisconsin, I have this confirmed by a friend of mine who is a native Wisconsinite. Minors can drink as long as you are legally, or as long as you are with your legal guardian or parent or spouse. It's all cool. They don't care. We got a lot of Lightning Kugel lobbyists there. And Alaska, probably because of the darkness thing, last call is 5 a.m. So do whatever the fuck you want for like roughly 20 hours of the day. They don't care. So in conclusion, please drink responsibly. Hit me up for discounts at Trader Joe's if you want me. And also, for all of you wonderful people, so long as supplies last, I do have a red wine deception cake right over there at the table. We have forks and spoons and everything. There are 2.5 cups of red wine in it, naturally from Trader Joe's, and the sauce itself is also all powdered sugar, chocolate, and more red wine inside of it. So please enjoy the fruits of my labor, and thank you very much. Hope you learned something about how federalism kind of sucks sometimes.